Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Hunter, and for today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my everyday makeup tutorial, except it's not really every day. I rarely wear makeup unless I'm going out, but it's been requested a couple times that I give you guys like a tutorial of what I do and what I use. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So really quick before we get into the whole routine, I wanted to give an update on my lash lift. It is still holding strong. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but in person they look cute, still lifted. It's been about a week since I've done it. So I still have yet to try putting mascara or lashes or anything on, so we will do that together today. But let's just get right into it. So first thing I would normally do is I've been using the Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. and it's been really good, but I bought a new foundation, and when I used the foundation with this, it was terrible. It was breaking up all over my nose. It looked so bad, like even spots on my face. It was not looking good. So I'm gonna try not using primer today with the new foundation to see if that helps at all, and if not, I'm just gonna return it and go back to my OG foundation. First thing I normally do is I go in with the NARS Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. So I just use this all over where I have like any pimples or any breakouts, anything like that, just to cover it up a little bit. And I just am using this Morphe M432 brush. Honestly, I don't even think this is for concealer, or I don't know, but this is the only one I have, and so that's what I use. So I don't know why, but like literally my entire face has been really clear. Like this side is clear. If there's any marks, it's just scars. But like lately I've only been breaking out like right here. Like I'm getting this nasty one right here. I have scars right here. I don't know what the deal is with that side of my face. Like I feel like I don't even really touch my face like that, so I'm not sure why. I always try to avoid like putting too much on my nose because I just feel like that area just can get cakey and not cute really fast. So even though I have a couple red marks, I'm not gonna put anything right there on my nose. Now I'm just gonna let that sit while I do some brow gel. For a long time, I've been using the Anastasia Brow Freeze, and it works well, but the only thing that I don't like about it is I feel like it leaves like a white cast kind of like after it dries, and I don't like that. This is literally gone. So I have used it. Right now I have my eyebrows laminated, so that makes things a lot easier. But I did pick up the NYX brow glue. So I'm gonna try that today. Like I said, my eyebrows are already laminated, but I just wanna see if this leaves any type of like film. So it's supposed to be transparent. It does have like a white, I don't know, color to it, but I'm just gonna run this through my brows. I have a couple brows that have fallen from the lamination, so we'll see if this holds up. This is so hard to do through the camera lens. So I always finish my brows at the end of my makeup. I don't know why, that's just what I do. So now that the concealer has been sitting on my face for a little bit, the new foundation that I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and this is in the shade 4 Warm. I've just heard so many like good things about this, so I wanted to try something new, but I'm going to show you guys my OG foundation. Is the Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydra Foundation from Smashbox, and you can see this is like literally empty. I use the shade 2.12, and this has been like, I've been using this for so long, and I don't like to try new things because like what happened the first time I tried this, I didn't like it. So if today this foundation doesn't work out, I'm just going to return it. But I am going to just put it on my finger onto my face, and then I'm going to use this IT Cosmetics brush. It's the Airbrush Full Coverage Complexion Brush number 77. It's just like a flat brush. So I'm just gonna dab this all over. And another thing that I don't love about this foundation, like right off the bat, it has this smell. Like my other foundation doesn't smell like anything, and this has like a weird kind of scent to it. I don't know what it is, but I don't love it at all. So I'm just gonna go in with the brush and start blending it out. This is like a very full coverage foundation. The Smashbox one I would say is more medium, and you can build it up if you want to, but this one is looking, I've been out in the sun, so hopefully this will blend out and not make me look like a ghost. It's definitely blending out better than last time when I had the primer on. I think the problem is this is a water-based foundation, and I feel like this Power Grip primer is probably not water-based. So I think that's the issue. I'm only gonna take a tiny bit on my forehead because for whatever reason, my forehead is like the tannest part of my face. My face doesn't really get that tan. I don't know if it's from the sunscreen that I wear or whatever the case, but it just, like, my body to my face, big difference. So my forehead, my big old forehead, gets the most sun and gets darker than the rest of my face. So you can see this is like a little bit light on my forehead, but it's okay, we'll make it work. This brush is so good. I just got it like a few weeks ago, and it's so soft and it blends everything like so seamlessly. When I went to Sephora to get this, I asked the lady to like color match me, and she was trying to color match it to my shoulder, which is like not even in the same shade range as my face. I was like, I'd rather it match my neck than anything, and I can bronze my face up from there. So now that we're done with foundation, I normally go in with my contour first. So I'm gonna go in with the Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in Deep Caramel. I got this one because I couldn't get my hands on the Charlotte Tilbury one, and so this is kind of like a dupe for that. It's a lot less expensive, and I feel like it's probably pretty much the same thing. So I just do a couple dots on each side. I'm going in with, I think this is a Real Techniques brush. It says 200, so I'm gonna guess that's what it is. All right, now that's all blended. If I'm going for like a really like chiseled look, I'll do like a little bit under here, but I'm literally not going anywhere today. So I'm just gonna take whatever's left on the brush and just kind of go under my jawline a little bit. And I know a lot of people like cream contour their nose and everything. I don't. I just use a powder. Like I said, like I don't know if I just need to like exfoliate the crap out of my nose or what, but I feel like my nose cakes up really easily if I put too much product on it. Guys, I literally have sand in my hair, on my face. I live in Palm Springs, California, and the wind the last couple days has been absolutely insane. So I have sand all over me. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I go between these two. I do the Tarte in shade Light Sand, the Shape Tape that everybody uses. And then I picked up this Kat Von D concealer. It's in the shade Light 105. And this is really light. So I'm gonna do the Tarte one today because this one is just like way too light for me. I mean, it works, like I've used it quite a few times, but I feel like since I've been out in the sun, it's gonna be a little too light. Okay, I had to go grab this drink that I've been obsessed with lately. It's the sparkling pineapple juice thing from Trader Joe's. I went there the other day and bought a pack of these, and now I'm obsessed. And if you know me, you know I'm addicted to Red Bull, so I've been trying to stay away from that. And even though that's not like an energy drink, it's like the same carbonation feeling. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just gonna put a little bit right there and a little bit on this outer corner. And I just use this damp, I think this is like a Real Techniques beauty blender. It's like in this little shape. I like it because it's small on the top. I have like the regular shaped ones too. All right, you guys, so I did the other eye. I also am not one of the people that puts concealer down my nose, chin, forehead. Sometimes I will just take the extra of what's on the sponge and put that on my forehead, maybe my chin. I don't, like I said, I don't like layering a bunch on my nose because it ends up getting like, I don't know what's wrong with the skin on my nose. It's not smooth, maybe, I don't know. So now that we have the concealer nice and blended, I'm gonna go in with my cream blush. I use the NARS liquid blush in the shade Orgasm. This stuff is so good, so pigmented. The first time I used it, I didn't know like how much to do, and you only need a very small amount. So then I'm gonna go in with that same Real Techniques brush that I use to blend out my contour and use that to blend out the blush. Sometimes if it's not blending out, I'll take a little bit of setting spray and spray the brush a little bit just to get it moving around a little bit better. And then I do take a little bit and dab it along my forehead, like at the end of where I put the contour, and then I'll take a little bit on my nose as well. So now that I have that on, I'm going to be setting my under eyes. I mix the Laura Mercier translucent powder with the Ben Nye Pretty Pink. So then I take one of these little powder puff things. I got these in a pack of 10 from Amazon, and just dip it into the powder that I just mixed, and then just press it in to the under eye where I have the concealer. So I'm gonna leave that in the cap, and then I'm gonna go straight in just the Laura Mercier powder and set right between my eyebrows and on my forehead. I don't like to take this down my nose. I use a brush to set the rest of it. Then I'll go in with like a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe E3. I just take some powder. It's so windy, you guys. There's like plastic bags flying through the air outside my window. Okay, I just take this and set the foundation that we put on the neck, and I'll kind of just go like this on the nose. Like I said, I don't put a lot on my nose. Then I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. I use the Too Faced chocolate, and it literally smells so good, you guys. It smells like chocolate. And it's lasted me so long. Like I said, I don't do my makeup a lot, but I feel like I've had this for a while and it's just not going anywhere. So the brush that I use for the bronzer is a Sephora brush. It is the Pro Angled Blush 49, but I use it for contour, bronzer, whatever. It's looking a little dramatic now, but just bear with me. Then I'll go back in with the fluffy brush that I used to set the rest of the face and just kind of blend this out a little bit if it looks a little bit harsh. Depending how tan my skin is and what the foundation's looking like, sometimes I will take this Benefit, the Hoola in the light, and kind of like tap it over this bottom area if I'm looking like light compared to the rest of my skin. So I'm gonna go in with that same brush and just tap it a little bit in here and kind of like put it along my chin and over here just to add a little bit of color back to make it blend in with the rest. Then I stay with this. It's kind of like a weird order, but then I go in with this, and this is what I use to contour my nose. I only use powder. It's always worked out well for me. And this brush is a It Cosmetics Chic eyeshadow brush. Just like that. And then I do a little bit across the bridge to make that cute little shadow on there. Next, I'm gonna go in with blush. This is a new blush. I haven't even used it yet. I literally just bought it yesterday. It is the Kylie blush in the shade Winter Kissed. It's just a really pretty pink. So I'm gonna take my IT Cosmetics brush in C7125. It's just this angled little fluffy brush. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Next thing I usually do is just a little bit of highlighter. I have been on the hunt for a good highlighter. I do want to try the Charlotte Tilbury liquid highlighter. I want to try the Rare Beauty highlighter, but every time I go and try and get those, they're sold out. So right now I'm just using this NARS. I got this as like a freebie, like literally years ago. It's just like a dual thing. So it has like blush on one side, which I clearly have never used, and then this highlighter in Hot Sand. But then I just take this IT Cosmetics Chic Crease brush. My skin can get oily, especially since I live in the desert and it's so hot. So I don't like to put a ton, but it's like a really nice, pretty glow. Very much expired, so I need a new one, but I don't like highlighters that have like too much sparkle in them. So if you guys have a good one, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Okay, so now is when I usually do my brows. Like I said, they're laminated right now, so I don't have to do a ton to them. But what I normally do, I like the like feathered look, and I get compliments all the time on my brows, which is so crazy because I had like the ugliest eyebrows growing up. But I take the Brow Wiz by Anastasia in the shade Ebony, and I just take that pencil side and basically go in and make some hair strokes in the front and kind of just like shape it throughout. See, so I just added some in the front, and I'll kind of like go in throughout and kind of like spike it through a little bit. I will say that brow gel held up pretty nicely. I think I got some foundation in this side over here, but it'll be better to tell once my eyebrows aren't laminated, so I can see how it actually holds the brows, because not really a fair judgment right now. And then I basically just line the bottom, and that way it has more of a shape, kind of like that. And then any areas that are kind of like don't have hair or whatever, by that line that I just did, I'll just lightly fill them in. And that's honestly pretty much it for the brows. My eyebrow hairs are very uneven, so it's hard for me to get them to be identical. They're more like cousins. This one has like a higher arch, and the hairs are just higher up on my face, so there's like no possible way for me to make them match, but I do what I can. So I'm going to do the other one off camera, and then I will be right back. All right, so I just finished the other brow. Like I said, they're not identical. They will never be, so it is what it is. I am not one of those girls that goes in and like conceals the brow to make it super sharp. Maybe if I was going out or something, but this is just, you know, the everyday makeup tutorial. So peep my nails, guys. I did them. Can you see? I'm trying to be aesthetic. Cover my face. Cute! How cute are those? Guys, if you are in the Palm Springs area or surrounding cities, hit me up on my nail Instagram. I will link it below, and I would love to do your nails. So now that I've done the brows, if I were to add any shadow, this is where I would. I do have a couple of those like big Morphe palettes, but I'm just using what I carry in my little makeup bag, which is this old ass Kylie eyeshadow palette. I have no idea which one, but literally at the bottom, at the back of this, it says distributed by King Kylie. So we can just assume that this is at least 4 years old. I'm probably just gonna take like a little bit of one of these browns and just put it on my lid and call it a day. So I'm going to take this Morphe M433 brush, and that's pretty much it. I have this other little fluffy brush. It's a Morphe M330. I kind of just take and make sure that it's all blend it out. I started using retinol at night, and I was super nervous because I've heard that you can get like really bad redness or irritation or flaking, and I've had none of that, which I'm so surprised because my skin is so sensitive. But if you guys want like a skincare routine, even though I don't have the best skin, it has come a long way. So let me know and I'll do that for you. So now before I do any mascara or anything, I'm gonna go in with my setting spray, and I just use the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. It was super cheap at Ulta. Honestly, I don't know if this does anything, but if you have a good setting spray, let me know. I'm just gonna spray this all over. And I have this little like handheld fan that I got on Amazon, and it literally speeds up the drying process. So okay, here's for the fun part, because like I told you guys, I have not put on mascara yet since I did that lash lift. I'm just using the Maybelline Great Lash. I did try another one from Ulta. I forget what it was. I already threw it away. I did not like it at all. That's another thing I'm on the hunt for, is like a good mascara, because I had lash extensions for so long and I never used mascara. Randomly, like I would use an old ass mascara on the bottom, but obviously you don't need to on the top when you have extensions. This brush is odd. This is the first time I'm using this. I was planning on putting on like a pair of lashes, but maybe now I don't need to. Should I put these on? This would be like something that I would just wear out. Like I feel like I don't need lashes to go out, especially that was like the whole point of the lash lift, which I think looks fine minus the mascara I got on my eye. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go put a pair of these on, and then I'll be right back to do the lips, and then we'll be done. All right, you guys, so I went ahead and put on the Ardell Wispies. They're super natural looking, but that was like way harder to put on than they should have been. And now I remember why I always have lash extensions, because putting these on irritates my soul. Like I don't like the way that they feel, you know, like lash extensions, you don't feel them, they're just there all the time. I can like feel these on my eyes and they're irritating. So as soon as this video is over, I'm taking them off. But the last step of my makeup routine is my lips. So I am going to take a makeup wipe and wipe off the makeup that I have on my lips. My like go-to lip combo is the KKW Beauty lip liners. The one that I line my lips with is in the shade Nude 1.5, and then I fill them in with Nude 0. And this will forever be my go-to lip color. And I don't add gloss or anything. I like my lips to be matte, and this is literally like the lip that I wear with almost any makeup that I do. But that is it for my makeup routine. So hopefully you guys liked it. If you have any questions about anything that I used, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. But now that I have my makeup done, I want to go somewhere. Like I said, I rarely do my makeup. I'll do my makeup for like date night, and if I go out, which I literally never go out. So maybe I'll have my mans take me somewhere. Who knows? But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one.